trying just to put all the chats in here. No, I don't want to see this. There you go. There. Wow, you guys are quite fast onto this. Usually people don't get on the stream that fast. Kemjo! I don't know what Kemjo means. There you go. So how are people? Everything good? There you go. The voice is lagging. How's it now, by the way? La 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 la. Test, test, test. Hey, David. Oh my god, David, I'm so sorry. I just remembered. I know you sent me an email and I haven't managed to sit down. Hey, Daniel. Good morning. I haven't had time. I've been working on projects. I have to start a new one, but I was painting last night and I got very frustrated, and I feel like God, I don't know if it's because I'm a woman and I can't make up my mind, but I'm going in circles with colors right now. I mean, seriously guys, since you guys are online already, what do you think? Can't find my words. Like the way I used to paint and how I'm painting now. Before I had more earthy colors and now it's just extreme colors. I got some comments that my work looks very illustrative, which I guess I know it does. I'm a little bit confused right now. There's a lot of things happening in my mind and I can't make up my mind at all. So I have a new canvas. I hope my voice is better and less shaky. Yeah, I know, David, but I really want to answer you, and I looked at your paintings. And when I looked at them, I really don't know what to say. It's you. I mean, sure, I can go like, oh, you want to go to Florence and paint like everyone does, technically brilliant and stuff like that. Go for it. I can just say, figure out the drawing a little bit more, I guess. That's always the case. Drawing is the hardest. But for example, what I'm going through right now, I'm just trying to find a style, which I think that's something I can never critique. I can't tell you how to paint. You need to figure that yourself. And if you want me to help you, send me some paintings you like and tell me like, I really like this style, I want it to be myself, but I want to be able to paint in this way. What do you think I can do to paint like this? And then I can guide you. I'm like, you know, if you want this color palette, find these colors. Let's say, look how soft the edges are. If that's what you like, learn a little bit more about line quality and also about volumes, shadows and lights, and how to soften a line and how to sharpen a line. Well, I don't know. I mean, right now I kind of changed my colors a little bit so I can show you guys. I was thinking about a painting that I painted long time ago. There you go, just trying to make all of this work. It's so hard. I spent like almost 40 minutes just setting up the bloody webcam because again it didn't work properly. So I have white, I went back to black, so I took away alizarin crimson and ultramarine blue. I kind of feel like I want to have a little bit more desaturated shadow, so I'm going to use black with transparent red oxide. For the skin tone, I had a painting where I used Viridian with transparent red oxide and white. So I'm thinking of having more of a pale skin and not too colorful. And then I have Venetian red. I'm not sure if it's Indian red or Venetian red, I forgot, but they're quite similar in a way. And then I have a non-toxic yellow. And then I have, what's it called? Let me just double check. It's like the cheapest brand you can get, but I really like it. It's like a cobalt blue hue, so it's non-toxic as well. So I've been working in Photoshop, figuring out what I want to paint. And I'm gonna try my best to just a la prima this, because it's like my strength is when I start the painting. I get really into it, and I have a weird way of wanting to overmodel. The more I paint on a painting, the more bored I get, and the more I'm like, oh, I need to work more on this side and blah blah blah. I mean, I have this drawing here. This is digital, and this has been obsessing me so much. I have a friend that just loves this painting, and I like it too. And when I look at it, it's very loose. And it was an amazing person on Instagram that said, one thing I really liked about your work a long time ago, it's the looseness. And I like it too. But I went to, you know, academy schools. And that's basically where I kind of got a little bit confused. You know, tight paintings, loose paintings. Oh shit! I went to the Sargent Museum, guys. I need to upload them on a torrent and then send them off to you guys. Just go on my site and register on my newsfeed, and then I can share it with everybody that's registered on my newsfeed about the torrent. So if you haven't done that, do it. I went like 3 times to the Sargent Museum, and I took so many photos. It was really hard though to take photos from afar, but I took very close-up photos. Super X Runner, thank you. I'm glad that you're enjoying my work. Right now, I'm gonna be very honest, right now I can't look at anything I've painted or drawn. It's like one thing with galleries, guys. If you want to get into a gallery, you need to be consistent. I kind of let go of a job opportunity I had to work as a 2D artist, you know, stability, income, and blah blah blah. And I was like, if I go for a full-time job, I won't have time to do any of this. So I have some freelance on the side from this amazing person from USA that's giving me very cool stuff. I'm gonna show you guys what I've been doing. It's like movie posters. It's really fun. But I'm having hard times creating them for screen printing. I don't know if you guys heard about the screen printing, but I need to do bitmap, which I have no idea how to really properly do it. So Hendrik is helping me with that. Where was I going with this? Yeah, I'm gonna be poor. I made up my mind. As a woman, I don't think I'll have time for children. So I'm going, I've had a little bit of an age crisis when it comes to having babies. So I guess for a man it's a bit easier. Only if you're dating a woman that wants kids, then it becomes a little bit difficult. Because you kind of end up having to bring the money in the house. Also, all the colors are very desaturated except for the tile blue sky. Yeah, you're talking about the digital. Yeah. So I was analyzing this painting this morning, and I was like, what's making this painting look the way it does and makes me really like it? And it is the fact that I played a lot with how to bring things forward. Simplification, which I think it's the hardest. In Photoshop, it's easier to do because it's faster and I can really experiment, which is dangerous and good at the same time. Okay, let's start. So I want to make sure that what I'm gonna paint, I already mushed up the photos and everything, and I choose my subject. I love Asian women. I think they're gorgeous. So I have like this Asian photo model that I've been following on Instagram, and I think she's gorgeous. So I'm gonna do how do you call it in English? A sketch underneath it. So I'm not gonna rush it, even if I'm not gonna end up ending. And I also made up my mind. I need to talk with you guys when it's best for me to live stream, because I don't think I can do this every day. But I noticed like there were people that kind of missed me. So I'm gonna mix transparent red oxide with some black. Don't put any white in it because I want to have it quite loose and transparent. So, ah shit, I need to move the camera back. So right now I'm just gonna sketch. I'm not gonna rush it. Fuck this shit. I need to give myself some breathing. So it's very, how do you say it in English? Very abstract and a little bit graphical. So I'm gonna just do like this bravura, I think you call it. God, I forgot the name of it. So we have face here. I need to make sure, okay, I'm drawing the face too big. As always, I like going big, but the bigger I go, the more expensive it is. So I need to make it a bit smaller. So we have the forehead. We're gonna have the nose. So we're seeing her a little bit from underneath. Eye, cheek. So I'm trying to figure out how big I want to do this. So I'm gonna construct this. I hope the music is not too loud. I'm using poppy oil right now to just clean up my lines a little bit. I'm not sure how good you guys are seeing this. So, drawing. So I'm gonna focus and do this alla prima. I might have to paint until presumably 12 o'clock in the night if I want to get the style that I need. Talking about not being able to be a mom. The way I paint, I don't know. I haven't even eaten today. I'm just very obsessed over this right now. I just want to paint. Paint. You guys want me to zoom in a little bit more so you guys can see what I'm doing? It's fine. Thank you, Dan. So, if you're a beginner, in my opinion, this is the best way to start. Even when you want to like get to know oils a little bit more. I was talking with a good friend of mine, Sean, about the Alla Prima book by Richard Schmidt. And he actually talks about how you can start with oils. And it's always good to do it in this way, with just, you know, painting like this. Very transparent. I've also watched the videos, for example, with, what's his name again? Robert Liberace, where he basically talks about this way of working as well. Very loose. It's almost like you have a drawing underneath. So I kind of like, I'm just using like cotton balls. And I kind of want to have a very faded drawing when I start painting. Yeah, I know that he has version 2 now. It's very expensive. I really can't afford it. So I got for my birthday the first book many years ago, and I just love it. It's really good. So we have the nose here, the nostril. The background is gonna be one of my weird colors. So I'm just gonna experiment till I find my way of doing things. It's how it is. Can't do much about it. I don't find painting easy. I mean, when I draw, it's easier because I just have black and white and values. But all the time when I paint, I just don't know. It's really frustrating me. So many ways of painting. That's one reason I can't really give you an advice, David, about, you know, when I look at your paintings, I can already see that you have created yourself. It's just that if you want to get good with drawings, you will need one of those academies. So right now I'm using more of a softer brush. It's the Skoda brushes that you guys know about. When is the best time for you guys for me to stream? And seriously, one thing I hate with painting is cleaning this up. My god, it takes so much time to clean this up. So you see, it's like I'm gently... You're okay with this time? Okay, that's good. So far. We're gonna work on the eye, then the eyebrow. I want this one to be a little bit more up. The forehead is becoming a bit too small. Just raise it up. We have the hair. Gonna be the ear. I will need to take it more low, but that's fine. I need to take the jawline a little bit lower, but I know this is a bit too thick, but right now it's all about building this one up. I've also talked to a painter about, you know, how should I paint, and he was like, I was looking at some of his work, and then I was like, oh, I really like this. And he's like, yeah, but this is too sexy. I'm like, what do you mean it's too sexy? So it's all about this way of, you know, selling your work and all that shit. You really like that painting from yesterday? Yeah, the colors were a little bit too weird. I don't know. I don't know. David, I don't know anymore. I think I will just end up never going into a gallery just because I keep changing my style. And I know galleries don't like that because they need to make a brand out of you. Fucking hell. Oh well. I can just do my freelance stuff and just paint for myself. That's also very fun. Don't care. I like how I have a huge screen, yet I'm using my tablet for references. Ah, I'm so stupid. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. I will, Daniel. I'll try not to worry. Thank you. I guess it was some stuff that I had to accept in my life and just go with it. Like I was really talking about babies at the point with Hendrik. I would love to be a mom. I actually had a rough time sleeping. I kept dreaming about kittens and me saving the kittens. And I kept waking up so tired in the morning. And I was somehow very frustrated. So, yeah. Kittens. Yeah. And I was reading like, what does it mean if you dream about kittens? Oh! Oh, kids! Yay! I was like, no, please. Why are Asian people so pretty? Well, the photo models, I guess. There's some Asian women that I'm following, and I'm like, Jesus Christ, they look so... They were so lucky the way they were born. Ah, you guys are getting such an extreme angle. Let me see if I can fix this when I start painting. Well, children are awful, but you know what they say. When you get your own kid, it's like you change a lot all of a sudden. Hey, Reza! Reza! Okay, let's see how I can change this so you guys can... Okay, I hope the easel won't fall on my head. If something happens to me, I live in Sweden. Okay? It's just so you guys know. There you go. I mean, once I'm having like a big board here, the big painting is on it, and it actually fell on my head once, and it really hurt. So I just want to make sure that you guys know where I live, just in case. Okay, let's move this one a bit back so I can have room. But you see what I mean, all the time when I set up things for streaming, it takes so much time, it's ridiculous. And I don't really feel like I always have time to do all of this. I'm happy to be back too, I kinda missed you guys. I know I was talking to Axe. There we go. So we're basically painting a sexy Asian chick. Is the quality okay? I think it's good. Yeah. You guys can also see my drawing, so I still have it here just to make sure that I'm following my steps. Okay, it's quite sharpened. Did you see the Asian makeup transformation videos? They take makeup off. Oh, I mean, for example, I don't wear makeup. I know that a lot of women uses it. And I mean, if I add makeup to myself, I will look okay, I guess. Oh shit, I'm getting glare. Oh my god! There. I mean, I think makeup is quite fun to have. But I don't think I have time for that. It's always about time. This is ridiculous. I'm amazed. I have a friend, even my brother, in the morning he spends so much time just adding makeup, fixing his hair and all that stuff. I just wear the same clothes almost every day, and then I sniff the armpits and I'm like, okay, I can't wear this anymore. Time to put something else on me. I mean, that's how much I care about myself in that way. I mean, I take care of my health, but I feel like I have no time to like really look good. Even when I go out in town, I think I look like a hobo. Oh my god. But I use myself as a model, which is hilarious. So I am wearing my clothing, this one, and I don't really have a lot of clothes, and this one is like dirty with oils and stuff like that. Doesn't smell. I'm kind of lucky, I don't smell as bad as some people do. Okay, so we have the face. I'm actually pretty happy with it. I mean, I can play with this a long time just so you guys can see. This is really... I think that's how we kind of met. I sent you the video, didn't I? With the Richard Schmidt painting. Because if that's the case, I'll have to send it again to people. I don't know. Regarding the makeup, I think women are beautiful with makeup and without, but I kind of like more when women, more of an artistic expression. But for some people, it can also be a sexual thing. So for example, when I go out in town, I don't put makeup on me. When I was single, I was putting a lot of makeup on me. Those were the days. But now I'm stuck with one man only, which I love. He's also the one that pushed me to just paint, because I was feeling so bad, because he's basically working and keeping us both going. And he was like, it's going good for you, Teo, so just keep painting. Just keep painting. And I kind of felt bad about it. Because I do stress every day, even though it feels like, oh, she's living the dream. She's just sitting home. She doesn't go to work. I have so much stress that I wake up with my jaw just totally in pain. I don't know what's happening. I think I have it's something. Some people actually get it, and it's from stress, and I get super hard migraines. It's so much stress living as a freelancer, or not knowing when you're gonna get your next paycheck and all that shit. But I'm glad. I mean, I am lucky to have someone that understands what I want to do. I hope to God I'm not gonna fail on this. But it's fine, I can always get a job. It doesn't kill me. For now, I'm gonna focus on this. Oh yeah, TMJ, I think that's the one. Yeah, guys, I think Daniel doesn't have it. David, do you think it's still on? I think you have it on your computer, and if you can send it to people again, that would be great. Daniel, I think you will like that video because I'm pretty much doing what I saw in the video, just building her up. Okay, now, the moment of truth. Adding paint. Let's see if I can brighten up Nico. Captain's Portrait by Schmidt, yeah, that's the one. Okay. Let's see. Can I move the easel a little bit? How should I do this? Can't really move the camera. This is the best I can do. And then zoom in. Okay, there, perfect. I guess I will need your email and I can send it over. Yeah, do that. I have a bunch of other videos, but well, we'll see when I have time to send all of them to you guys. Okay, let's see, color skin. So I really like that color skin I have over there. I'm also gonna cut my hair tomorrow, guys. I have a really long hair, so I'm gonna cut it short. I'm kind of tired of it. It will be a shame because I just use it as references for my paintings, but okay, let's go back to this. So right now I'm just mixing transparent red oxide. Let's see. That can actually be very nice. Okay, YOLO, let's just go for it. So I want this pretty, let's see, what do I want to start with? I'm gonna start with the eye. Okay, let's zoom in. Because I'm gonna do a la prima. I need to move the fucking camera. Can someone just teleport here and help me out with this? This is just ridiculous. Do I have to move this down a little bit? Yeah, I can move this down. Okay, this is good. I'm not getting glare either. Let's zoom in. There you go. Okay, there, we can do this. Focus, focus, focus. So we'll see if I want to go grayer within the shadows. It can be nice with a certain blue. So right now, a little bit everywhere. I'm also warming up. I haven't painted in a long time. Let's add some black and more transparent red oxide. Let's see how this is gonna look like. I'm also using a very softish, you guys can see it's very rough, the brush, but I will actually change it. Face a little bit. I need to change the bucket where I clean up my brush. There you go. Okay, this is not a very good brush. What do I need? What do I need? A brush. When do I need it? Now. What kind of brush? I don't know. Christ. Okay, I think this one can do. So I'm mixing transparent red oxide with black. And this is a bit stressful, but YOLO, right? No idea how this is gonna look like. It might be the most horrible painting on the planet. Stop being so negative, Theo. Okay, let's try this color. Oh, yeah, has a nice tone to it. So this is where I'm gonna ruin it, because again, I'm still experimenting with colors. Okay, I need another brush. Whee, another brush. Yay! More to wash. I already have this many brushes. God damn it. So the tricky thing is like what Sargent said, the more color, the more it flows. So right now I'm painting very thinly because I'm a little bit insecure. So I hope I'm gonna warm up to it and just have a little bit more guts with myself. But it will take a little bit of time. So I'm like going in between colors right now. I'm not sure exactly what I want to use. I'm just gonna stick to transparent red oxide and black and white. Simplify my colors a little bit more. I'm also doing, you know, like closed eye. Closed eyes are never easy to paint. This is a little bit stressful. I almost wanted to just paint this on my own, but I felt like let's just do it live. Let's show people the struggle. It's not always fun and games. There's always insecurities as well. So I'm not sure. That's a very black. I'm gonna keep it up. I'm gonna keep it up. I'm gonna keep it up. Keep it up. Gonna keep it up. I know that right now I just need to find ways to put in the background to kill the white. Because once I do that, it's gonna be easier for the colors to show. So I just need to be... The thing is that when you paint with oils, it's not like when you do it digitally and you have a lot of variations of highlights. So I think what I'm doing right now is kind of good, even though it might look a little bit weird. It's just finding a general tone that's not too dark, not too desaturated and stuff like that. Let's mix the background color that I might hopefully be happy with it. And again, I need another brush for the background. Okay, you're the lucky one. Aha! It's gonna be a greeny color. No, Theo, what you're doing? What's with that horrible color? I don't know. It's what it is. Don't put it there. It's gonna look bad. I don't care. I will. Okay. I should not put too much yellow into it. I know. Thank you, Daniel. Well, yeah, when you do it in Photoshop, you can get really nice, bright tones, and it's a little bit easier than when you try to do it traditionally. So far, so good. Just block it in. Hey, Zizzy. Well, digital is, I think it's such an amazing program to use. I love it. Okay, cool. Focus, Theo, focus. You're doing good. You're doing good. You're doing good. Okay, guys, start the discussion. What do we want to talk about? What's the reality of today's world? So it looks like this so far. Painting, that's how I am. Trying to paint, as usual. Winter break has finished. Oh no. So you mean like school is starting and all of that? Well, it's what it is. Hey, Coffee Cat. Missed you guys too. Or if I'm gonna do this alla prima, I might actually do a proper painting of this. The face is very... I think there's gonna be a lot of painting to restore, since time is passing and nothing really lasts. Ow! I already got this many brushes. Until I find the right brush, it will take a while. Do whatever makes you happy, even though sometimes we don't do what we really like. I like bushy browns. And this model has that. The tricky part with black, you can get so messy with it. So unfortunately, it's gonna be a bit messy until I find it. Well, I used to do that as well, like just paint with only one brush. But right now I'm just I'm experimenting, so I usually end up working with one brush. But right now, since I'm a little bit unsure of what I'm doing. So and the thing with digital, things don't mix. Right now, this is mixing quite a lot. And I have to admit, the lights I'm having in my work studio right now, I'm starting to really despise them. It's like this horrible blue, I don't know, nothing beats real life light. This is just horrible, really don't like it. You see the big look of it when you do that. Yeah. Like right now I'm actually trying to stand back as much as possible. Don't be too close to my painting. I am using oils. So right now I'm painting with oils. That's the medium I'm using. Blue. Well, not really. I understand what you mean, but the thing is that my values that I'm seeing right now is kind of good. I don't know how you guys are seeing it via the camera, but yeah, I mean, once I kind of key it, like the darker tones, it's gonna be better. So I understand what you mean. Just scrape that one off. Where's the other brush? Oh, here it is. So right now, I mean, I don't know when I started this one. It was like 1 hour ago. And the first 10 minutes maybe was me talking and trying to set up the canvas a little bit better so I can actually work. So I'm softening now. She's very, very soft, this model. Reflection? I don't know how to actually explain what reflection means. It's when you see yourself in something, I guess. Like the mirror. When you look in a mirror, you see your reflection. I know I will have to make another layer. I really want that bright pale skin. Right now everything is mixing, which is kind of good, but at the same time I don't really want that. Oh my god, I'm getting hungry. Really? Fuck off, stomach. I don't have time for you. Yeah, this is gonna look nice in the long run. I know, that's basically what I'm trying to get back into, because I used to do a lot of alla prima, but I don't know what made me stop doing it. No one.
I want a downpour to flood me again, to soak me through.
It's this nice looseness, that's what I like about it. It's display of colors. I hope I will get those bright tones in there. Her lips are quite... I think I study all the time. I have moments when I wonder, will I ever stop thinking about art? Can I just be a normal person and just chill the fuck out? But no! I don't think there's one day where I don't think about art. It's all the time. And at the point I was like wondering, am I lying? Am I really just obsessed over art? Sometimes I dream that I paint. So I don't know. You tell me if I'm insane. Because I think I am a little bit insane. Ah, that doesn't really work. So I really like how Sargent paints eyebrows. It's a lot of like combination of sharp and soft. Ah, Yes, wait, I'm using OBS. 1 second, guys. Maybe this. Let me remember how this one worked again. Plus, image. Okay. Browse. Stiff. Zazie, don't worry. English is not my first language either, and I think I say so many shitty stuff that sometimes I'm amazed that people understand me. And I can say very offensive stuff as well because I don't think. Let's see if I find... The Sargent exhibition was great.
You pray for the sunshine. I pray for the rain.
Come on, where's that pin?
Pray for the
I
sunshine.
took so many photos, it's insane.
I pray
Is it this one?
flood me again. You pray for the sunshine.
I don't know why the pictures are so dark, it's very frustrating.
You pray for the sunshine.
1 second, guys, sorry. Is this one the ones that I took? Yeah, these are the ones. So this is when he was 23 years old. Where is the ones that I really like? I need to go through all of this so I can send them all to you guys.
Flood me again. Just soak me through.
What did I do? Oh shit, it's a big picture.
I wanna hear it roar up above me.
No!
Remember your
Don't fuck up things.
to
Not this.
I hope it
Ah. So this is one of the paintings at the museum. I'm not sure how to crop it, so I'm just gonna leave it here. So what I'm gonna try to do is a little bit of that. I don't know how, but we'll see. I mean, it's not gonna be like that, of course, because I'm a bit more of a graphical approach in this moment. Yeah, this is John Singer Sargent, and I made so many of these pictures. I was thinking about you, Daniel, when I was taking these photos, because I promised I would send them all to you guys. So I went there like 3 times, just taking photos, checking what was sharp, what wasn't sharp. It was a little bit of a hard work, but I think it was worth it. I think just make sure that you guys are signed up for the newsletter, and I will just send it to everyone there instead of me asking for the email, and write it down separately. Yeah, this can work, I think. Nah, I think I'm gonna switch off Patreon. Most of my followers are painters, and it will be a little bit weird for me to ask you guys that are also starting off to pay me to support me. I will just use my site. If people want, they can donate one time, or I don't know. I think one time will be enough. And it will be more fair as well. I want to make my income out of something else. Yeah. I mean, Sargent was a genius. I was like reading, and when I saw that he did a painting when he was just 23, I mean, I finished high school when I was 19. He was painting with Duran, or how you pronounce his name. I don't have that. So it's very hard to compare ourselves to those people that started so early, because art was a thing back then. Now it's a little bit more of like smart marketing for people to notice you, and also sticking to one style, not like me that goes around styles.
Wasn't supposed to go this way when I met you yesterday. I didn't need you next to me. Am I the kind that you expected me to be? It's getting a little warm. Crack the window, please. I'll pump the gas if you run inside. Grab a couple tall boys and
I don't know what the key is anymore. I look at what people are doing, and sometimes I wonder. When it comes to creating a market of yourself, I think sometimes it's about posting all the time, which kind of doesn't work for me. I can't always draw something and then post all the time.
wasn't supposed to go.
Some people are just very smart. I don't think I'm very smart
Sweet, sweet,
when it comes to this stuff.
sweet Thursday. People
I think I don't like this color that much. I'm gonna
out
add
on
my
the
red
highway,
to it.
you know, dust
No,
is
I mean Sergeant. I mean he was already from a very wealthy family when he became an artist, so he had the luck of getting a lot of commissions. But he was very good, so that doesn't matter really. But he had a good start in life when it comes to being a painter, I guess, of what I've read. And for example, during his time, he was very reserved. So if he was alive now, I don't think he would use Instagram. But yeah, I mean nowadays I don't know what works. I feel like it's a little bit too much about. I actually don't know. I kept thinking about it, but I really think it's consistency. Like you need to build up a style and stick to it. If you change yourself too much, people might find it interesting or boring. So I don't know. I think this is a bit too pink. Yeah, it can work, I guess, but not really. No, I'm not gonna use this color. So what is the right perspective? How should you think as an artist then? What's the best approach of being a, whatever, successful artist? I did talk to Nick Alm, and Nick Alm was like, just paint, just paint, just paint. And I'm like, okay, I can paint, but what? I mean, I love what I'm painting right now. But that doesn't mean that people will like it. Should I paint what people likes? So I don't know. I mean, Sargent did portraits and he didn't really like doing that all the time. So you kind of wonder a little bit about that. So you tell me, what is it? I don't know who. John Singer Sargent. This is very interesting. If Hendrik was here, he would have agreed with you, and I agree with you as well. I've seen a lot of painters that did some impressive paintings, and right now I'm just painting what I want to paint. And all the time when I painted the stuff I wanted to paint, they instantly sold. So I had a moment when I was thinking about disappearing for a while from the internet and just paint what I want. But for example, right now I'm getting commissions because I'm getting myself more out there. So I'm not sure what to do. It can also be the fact that, you know, once you kind of become a brand, people wants to relate to you a lot. I always thought about that. Like, I look at how people are, and if senpai notice them, they get so much adrenaline, you know, like the brain creates a chemical which makes them more addicted to wanting, let's say, more of that feeling of being recognized. That's a really well way of putting it. That's really, I never thought about it like that, I guess. If you guys hear my stomach growling, I'm sorry. Yeah, this is coming along. I really wish that you guys can see the colors a little bit better. Or be a nice scanner and a copy machine. Yeah. I just love painting. That's all I want to do. I just want to paint and have fun. If I would choose, I would just be surrounded by certain people that I can have fun with. Sometimes I feel like, you know, being on Instagram and just trying to drag onto followers, so galleries will be like, oh, this guy's pretty good, he's doing pretty good, yeah, we should use him. I don't know. They all look great. I have a lot of trouble with style as well. I like to try many new things, but when I get the commission, I just turn on a copy. Yeah, I know, David. I know. I know. It's the same shit for me. I get a commission and it's like boom. That's one reason I really like Sargent's paintings that he did for himself. They're so much better than his portraits. I think his portraits are so boring in comparison to the other side of the exhibition. Technically he was brilliant and he was showing it really well in his paintings. Can't wait to kill the white. Well, we do have a very white thing in the back, but I'm gonna change it a little bit. I think the most fun I have is when I do Daniel and David. Do you guys want to come on Discord? So you guys can have the chat while I paint. Only if you feel like. If not, we can do it some other time. I really like the pale white skin. Maybe I should just focus on. Let's see. Let's use just black. I think that once I get a little bit more contrast in, it's gonna look much nicer. Can you guys hear my stomach growling? Hope not. Who, me? I mean, once I charged for like, what was it? 12,000 crowns. 1,200 euros, was it? I mean, I also live in a very fucking expensive country. That's one reason I was considering of getting a job, since Hendrik's workplace is here, so I can't really move. Because if it was for me, I would have moved back to Romania. It's more reasonable. Way more reasonable than here. Here is just retarded. The salaries that some people have in Sweden is just crazy. And they think that Romania is corrupted. Give me a fucking break. Yeah, I'm super hungry, but I will keep on painting for a while and then just log off and work on my own for a while. We'll see if I will keep on streaming this one. I think I will stream like this once every, per week, maybe 2 times. Because I need to also start working on my commissions. I'll need to pay the rent pretty soon. Let's take away the sergeant painting. Uh-oh, my battery's dying. Ah. Shit. 1 second, guys. I have to change the battery. Please work. Whew. It didn't work. I think it's starting to look pretty cool. I'm gonna check this side here. Yeah, I think I might stream the beginning of the painting. I mean, we'll see how things will go. I mean, I really enjoy doing this. But again, it takes so much of my time, and that time I can put into making my commissions instead of like streaming all the time. So I'm not sure how I'm gonna do this. I mean, I just love doing the streams with you guys. It's so much fun, but I have to think about time as well. I really want you guys to see the hole. We'll see. Where's my big brush? There it is. Yeah, I will actually do that. I talked to the person and he actually said that that's gonna be a good idea to stream it. I did what's it called? Twin Peaks Twin Peaks season 3 episode 8. You guys wanna see? I think I'm allowed to show it. Oh my god, my stomach. Shut the fuck up! I can show it, you guys. I just need approval. Okay, you guys need to see all of this. Oh, this is what I mean. I have to move things. I'm not even on my period and I'm angry. Okay. Okay, there you go. So, okay, let's sharpen that. You guys can also see the reference I'm using. I think that's sharp. I'm gonna fix a little bit the contrast of the image. Let's see if I can do it. Q. No. There. Oops, no. Ah, goddammit. I can't really do it right now. I have to unplug the screen so you guys can see. Okay. There. Yes, and I taped. Ah, so much easier. I don't know. I think you have Florence Academy that does a lot of like workshops. They're pretty popular. I don't think they're that expensive. I mean, I don't know. I'm actually need to give an answer if I'm gonna have a workshop at my school, at the previous school where I teached. and I am so unsure about it. I think it can be fun to do one. I might go for it.
Swept away, left undone, taken by beauty. My heart is alive. I am holding a treasure more precious than time. Just hold me close. You're free from harm. I'll keep you safe here in my
Yeah, I mean, I know that there's a lot of them in the USA as well. USA is kind of growing when it comes to art, depending on where you live.
has come to welcome the day. Let yourself go, let your heart settle down. I have no place to go when your smile comes around. You are my heaven, the star in my sky, guiding me to a promise of the satisfied. Just hold me close. You're free from harm. I'll keep you safe.
Well, I know that, for example, there's some artist that asks for, like, Jesus, a lot of money for just one workshop. I think workshops are fun if you just go and watch the painter do his work. But somehow, like, one reason I'm afraid to do this workshop is because I end up working on the people's paintings, because you have the stress, you go like, oh, the painting needs to, they need to feel like they've learned something, which I think is horseshit. So when I do a workshop, I'm telling them I cannot, I might not be able to give you guys what you think you might get by looking at my images. I can just tell you what you need to learn, which is, that's the truth. I can't make them the best painters from one workshop. And usually you have like people that really doesn't feel like working hard enough. So oh, believe me, I had people at the workshop, the amount of stress some people gave me was insane. Because the thing is that that's the difficult part. They pay for something and then they expect to get the best result. Yeah, Benjamin Björklund, he has a very interesting way of painting. I don't know how he teaches people, but I think in his case he should just paint and people watch. That's about it. I mean that's a style, and that's the thing with painting when it comes to style. You don't want to be them, or if you do, I guess be them, I guess. mean, right now I can't really say that it looks like her. I have the tendency of changing the faces while I paint. I've seen so many painters doing this, and somehow these people get so excited when they see themselves being painted by painters. I don't know. I don't have money to really ask people to come and just pose for me, so I have no choice. If I get sued, then I end up on the streets. C'est la vie. I can't worry about this anymore. I think it's fine as long as I tag the person. If I get sued, you will know it. Yeah, I mean, I got blamed so much when I used to be a teacher at the school. The amount of people that were blaming me for their mistakes was just insane. That's one reason I don't want to be a teacher anymore. Sure, I was getting a salary. That was super nice. But I don't think it's worth my sanity. Working with spoiled people is just too much. I don't have time for that. People can just leave me alone, and I will leave them alone as well. Oh, now I know where my good brushes are. I washed them yesterday. There they are. They were in the bathtub, drying out. Oh, now I see. Sorry, trolls, I have the chat over there as well, but I'm painting. Daniel, hey trolls, Daniel, to be honest, I have moments when I just want to move to USA. I know that you have shit like Trump and stuff like that, and healthcare and whatever. People are praising the Swedish system, yet they go to other countries because you have to wait so long to actually get help here. Sure, you don't go into like, how do you say it? You don't get bankrupt, but you know, the world is a fucking jungle, so whatever. That's the downside about the social system. They really don't look at, you know, some people wait like 3 months to be able to see a doctor here, and maybe they have something very serious. Yeah, I can't do much about the audio. I don't have very good internet either, so it's what it is. I'm actually starting to really like this painting. I think it's gonna look nice, I hope. Okay, I've kind of blended the... I think I should paint that one and just be done with it. This is just like a little suggestion of what's gonna happen in this painting. Yeah, I know, all of my paintings looks different from my usual. I can't stick to one fucking style. That's what I've been talking so much on this live stream right now. I guess people will understand what I meant. It's fun and bad to always change your style, because galleries can't really sell you if you do that. Well, bad galleries, I don't know. People, I mean, for example, you have Benjamin Björklund. So many people are trying to beat him. I don't know if he's original or anything. I've seen a lot of paintings that Benjamin Björklund kind of does. Like, there's many that does that type of paintings, I guess. But he just does it really well. But he sticks to one style, and that's when you go like, oh my god, this is a Benjamin Björklund. And with my art, I don't know if this is hers or not, but it looks nice, I guess. How strong is my statement? I've always been bad at that stuff. I'm quite of a weak person when it comes to that stuff. I know you should make like artist statements. I paint because I want to represent and connect with people and all that stuff. I just paint because it's fun, and I love when I meet people that kind of sees the world as I do, because then I get very interested. I want to talk to them, because that's how I find my inspiration. So if you can help me write that, that would be great. Yeah, I know, they end up a little bit of a self-portrait. I know. I was told that a billion times. Well, that's good. Then this person won't be like, oh, is that me? Oh no, it's actually the artist. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm actually pretty lucky. I mean, I'm not the most beautiful person. I can't really say that I can be a photo model, but I'm quite okay to use myself as a model. I mean, when I paint the nudes, I use myself, but I make myself slimmer since I kind of have thick thighs. Then I'll have to fill all of this in. Then I can go back. Nah, nowadays you need to be super lucky and beautiful to actually have someone noticing you. I have a friend, and she told me, we were talking about this artist, and she kind of uses herself a lot in her paintings, very sexual as well. And my friend was like, look how smart she is, you're pretty, you should use yourself and promote that. I'm like, yeah, I guess. I should start showing more of my tits on the internet. Maybe that's gonna make me more famous. I'm just gonna use someone else's titties. Not really my thing. Francis Bacon? No idea who you guys are talking about. Well, I killed most of the white. I don't have room to really prepare my canvas. It's really frustrating. Okay, kind of blocked it in. Now I can go back into the face. I just wanted to make sure that I don't have to focus on that. See, backing up a little bit. Yeah, I need to fix the face more. The nose. The lips, I'm making her lips a little bit more luxurious. I kind of don't like that. I'm gonna fix that. Making her chin a little bit longer than the model I'm having. That's kind of fine. I'm giving her a little bit of a slope in her shoulder. I think that's great. It's not too similar to the reference. In the reference she looks more sexual. And this one she looks more casual, which I kind of like. We'll see how much I will change on it. So far, so good. What's the time? It's 5 o'clock. Alright. Just gonna paint until Henrik comes home and then I'm gonna stop working. Let's zoom in on the face. Go. So, in the reference, she's more flat. I'm making her more elongated. Again, her lips, I'm actually gonna shrink the lips a little bit because she's like, oh, one of those duck lips. I know there's a girl on Instagram that I really like. I think she has very, very interesting lips. I really like that. Gonna clean up my palette a little bit. I need to get myself a little slave that can do this for me because this is just annoying to do. There you go. So, yeah, so. But I swear to God, guys, I still want to move away from Sweden. I mean, I like Sweden, but I want to move somewhere at the mountains where it's not that expensive to live. But once I get my freelance going, if it's gonna be good, I think I'm just gonna make that change sooner or later. Oh great, I'm in front of the camera. Daniel, you're so funny. I'm here complaining about my art and then you're like, prepared to be unimpressed. It's such an artist thing, isn't it? It's like, we're so impressed with other people's stuff. Like, when I saw your work, I was so impressed. I'm so impressed that you can actually paint landscape. I suck at it. And then I'm here complaining about this, and some people might go like, why is that cunt even complaining? She can actually paint a fucking face. Ugh. I swear to God, I should become a stand-up comedian and just talk about this shit and make people laugh. I want to move to the Carpathian Mountains in Romania. I think that can be super fun. So we'll see about that. Romania, the country of the gypsies. Okay, let's fix the lips. Oh my god, girl, you have such gorgeous lips. I can just look at those luxurious lips all the time, telling you how beautiful you are. Yes. Yes, let Mama Theo paint you. Oh, God. I hope I'm not gonna... If I'm like this... Yeah, that's fine. Sit more on this side. God damn it! Jump! Fuck! Move this! You guys are gonna get a bit of an angle, but still I'll be, man. Best trade ever. Carpathians remind me of the rookies. You know, Romania is very beautiful. We might have sucky politicians and some people are just shit. But unfortunately, that land is so beautiful. I'm gonna go now to Romania and I'm gonna have a not workshop with mature people. I'm gonna work with kids to satisfy my need of wanting to have kids. No, I'm just joking. And that's gonna be super fun. And I'm gonna go and work at the mountains. I'm so excited about that. Just a minute longer. What? See, I will be doing a victory dance over that head and she's going in again. I don't think I even need blue. Why are you so blue? Why are you so blue? I don't think this probably will work. YOLO, let's give it a shot. And why is this light here such an annoying little cunt? And voila. I don't want to get glare, okay? So how's life treating you guys? Tell me. Let's gossip. Let's gossip about life. I think I gossip enough. Well, though, I think you're full of shit, but you know, it's okay. It's okay to be full of shit. Wait, are you talking about my painting? I feel like I don't even see what's wrong until she fixes it and it's obviously better. Are you talking about the portrait? Ah, dude, I showed you guys what I used to paint, right? I did show you. I wasn't a god like this. I used to suck. And I sucked really bad. Coming from a woman, that sounds a little bit weird. But anyways. No, I mean, with the more you paint, the more you start seeing. I mean, right now I'm at the stage where I'm like, and it's so funny to hear you guys saying it like, oh, it's actually looking, you know, it's changing and all that stuff. Finevis, same old bullshit, boring job, but we have art at the end of the day. Watching you painting right now instead of sending emails, those can wait. Dude, thank you so much for writing what you just did. Yeah, Daniel, this is what I mean. I don't want to have a trillion of followers. Just having... It's so funny, I've never met you, Daniel. I never met David. I met Trolls because he's a troll in real life. But anyways, you just meet this type of people. You guys can kind of hear me and all that shit. And why is the screen so blue? Okay, guys, I have to fix this shit. I love how I go from one topic to another. You guys might not see the screen anymore. I just need to fix... Yeah, the color is really, really off. Just 1 second. Okay, set color temperature. I want more fucking color in here. Jesus as fuck. Okay, and then let's go to this. Info. It's a touchy screen. I need to learn how the hell to... I want more of the... this is a different story. This is much better. Why the fuck didn't I fix this before? Well, no, it's because you're a moron. No shit, Sherlock. Don't call me Shirley. I don't like when you call me Shirley. Have you guys seen F is for Family by Bill Burr, the cartoon? God, it's brilliant. Okay, image incoming. There you go. So it's less blue. On my LSD screen, the image is brighter, and I know that this computer, my screen, that's from 2012, sucks cock when it comes to showing the right color. So I hope you guys are seeing it better. Oh, it's so good. You goddamn fucking animals, I'll put it for a goddamn wall. Ah, here she starts again, all of her babbling. I hate my marriage. Where's that screwdriver? Fuck my marriage. I love it. I love it. It's like it reminds me of my dad when he gets angry. He just complains about my mom. Oh, swear to God. I love the fact that Bill Burr always said like, I'm never gonna get married. I'm never gonna get married. Now he's married and has a daughter. Holy shit, he's fucked. Well, it depends if his wife is a nice person. I don't know. No, the season is fucking great. I love it. Right, so I'm not in the mood. Painting all the time. By the way, guys, the screen too dark when you're looking at the image. Is it too dark? Again, on the LSD screen from the camera, it looked great. Daniel, if you were me, how much would you sell this painting for? Talk to me. Tell me. Por favore. God damn it, everything is so fucking wet. Come on. Use your experienced, mature life. Help me out here. If you could buy this for me and it would be super fair. Because I don't want to go into like selling things for $10,000 yet. Yet. Such a cocky cunt. God, I need a stick. I don't know inches, but it's... Let me check. Let me check, because I'm actually curious, because I actually want to try to sell this one, because I really like it. This is, so in inches, this is 18 inches by 24 inches. 3,000 crowns? Dude, you know how much this canvas actually costed? So if I would be super fair with it, maybe I'd say $250. Wow. $250? Nope, I'm not gonna do that. Fuck no, I can't. I sold for so much more, selling this for that much. If I would want to sell it, maybe I would say $600 or $800 at least. We'll see. But $250 for, I don't know if inches was correct what I said, but I mean it's pretty big. It's not that small. We'll see. Let me finish it first and then I'll figure it out. Which is why you don't want to spend too much time. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, I see what you mean. Let's see, if I manage to finish this one tomorrow, I can go for like 4,000 crowns, which is like 400 euros, presumably. So funny, I have a friend that sells like small little drawings for like $3,000. And I'm selling oil paintings for so little. That's what I like about the world. It's like you sell yourself when you make a name out of it. I don't know, that's one reason I kind of hate the art world. I think it's because of this. And once you kind of made it, you feel like you're so goddamn fortunate. And one reason I can't be a teacher is because who am I to tell these young people, oh, it's fun to be an artist, when I'm actually not even living off my art. So this is my dilemma. This is one reason I actually wanted to get a job, because I don't want to abuse this. I don't want to do that. I don't want to sound cocky. I don't want to feel like, oh, I'm so important because I paint. I'm not. I'm like everybody else. I see still nature paintings done by an experienced painter. Senior hobby is going for 800 euros, but the art world is messed up. It's really messed up. I really don't know what to say about it anymore. I mean, I have moments when I just cry because I don't want to do it anymore. I just don't. It's tearing me apart. It's tearing me apart, art world. And you know, you have people that are like, oh, I can't listen to her, she's complaining too much. I don't think this is complaining. I'm more like frustrated rather than complaining. Because I have so many amazing friends. They're so talented. But you know, some people don't have the energy of really being, you know, on Instagram. I mean, all the time when I go on Instagram, I get so much anxiety because I'm like, oh my god, this didn't get enough likes. How do I reach more people? Who am I reaching? What gallery should I look forward? How should I reply to people? Blah, blah, blah. I'm pretty much myself. I don't give a shit how I reply. But yeah, I think that's my issue. I could see this going for less than The other's end of story would be finding people willing. Yeah, I see. Feneves, that's basically how I... Wait a second, Feneves, what do you work with? Because you're pretty much reading my mind. That's pretty much what I was thinking about. Maybe less. But you pretty much are getting the prices I'm thinking about. Ah, fuck, it was black in it. Ah, stupid black. For example, 1 meter of this canvas can go up to 700 crowns or more. I'm not using the expensive one. 1 meter of that canvas can go up to 3,000 crowns. That's like $350 for 1 meter of canvas. So that's the thing. I mean, the materials I'm using are pretty good. But I mean, I sold a painting for 3,800 euros once. And I did sell other drawings for like $2,000. But that's such a hard catch. That's the thing. That's one reason it's important to get into a gallery, I think. But like I said, you need to be consistent. And right now I'm not very consistent with what I work. I'm just painting very randomly. Is it made of gold? No, it's made out of my tears. Why would you use free... Well, oh, you're talking about the canvas. It's really good canvas. The painting I did of the horses is made on that canvas, and it's an amazing canvas. When I was a student, I was just using cheap, really cheap stuff. And then I got a friend of mine that started spoiling me with good materials, and I swear to God, it's such a nice feeling when you're working on things that actually does work well. But it is very expensive, I know, trust me. I mean, imagine there are people that makes around $9,000 per month as a salary. And in Sweden there are a lot of these people that makes that much money. But Sweden kind of sucks cock when it comes to you know, like art in general. People here are not that much into it. Yeah, I know, but I mean, I can just work on crappy canvas and sell it for $300, but I kind of don't want to do that. I want to be able to give people something that they can hold on to for the rest of their lives. So, I mean, people are willing to pay a lot of money for an iPad or a phone and stuff like that. So, I'm not gonna... Yeah, Sweden is fucking expensive, I'm telling you. Like, people here are so spoiled. It's really... Yeah, for example, if I'm sending something to USA, it can be 40% more expensive than if you send the same package from USA to Sweden. No, Sweden is very expensive. I mean, people here, one reason people want to work here is because salaries are quite big. I mean, on top of that salary, you pay a lot of taxes, so it's not like, oh, it's so joyful. Taxes here are very, very expensive. It can go up to 70% of your income. So even though, let's say that that person can make around $10,000 per month, half, the company has to pay half of that sum to the government for them to get that much money into their account. Yeah, Sweden. I know. Yeah, like IKEA is like, it's ridiculous. People with fucking IKEA. I got a bed from IKEA, the worst bed I ever bought. Ah, fuck, I fucked up the painting. No, people living in Sweden are very spoiled. I mean, sure, we have a lot of immigrants right now. I'm an immigrant myself, but I'm not really abusing the Swedish system. Not at all, actually. I should be able to ask for social help, but I'm like, it's not that I need social work, I can work. But so many people are doing that, like studying, not really. It's just for some people that's a way of making a living. So funny, I know, that's so funny. Oh, I've been to Porto actually. I know, I love Portugal. Like, one thing I actually tell Hendrik, my boyfriend, is like, why the fuck are we living in a cold environment? Let's just go somewhere where it's a bit sunny. I mean, Romania is much better. Even though people are telling me like, don't come back to Romania, it's shit. I mean, it's shit everywhere. Whatever. People are never satisfied with anything anyways. Look at me, I'm always complaining. Well, I'm always angry. Quick, throw candy at me. Ah. Oh my gosh, she's on her period. Run away, guys, run away. Ah. No, I'm joking. Ah. Why do things fall? Why do you fall? Stay there. Stay there. No, stop falling. No, Sweden is a very beautiful country. But again, right now, it's ridiculous. Like, I live in a very small apartment, which is very fortunate. To get something like this, the probability of you getting something like what I have right now is 10%. It's very impossible. I was just very lucky because I knew someone that lived here, and when they moved out, I told them, if you ever move out, this place is mine, which basically what happened. But for you to buy an apartment in Stockholm, even like outside, only if you want to live in, let's say, an apartment 45 square meters, you need to go up north in Sweden and you pay around $50,000. But in Sweden, if you want to buy an apartment here, you should take out at least $200,000 to be able to buy a decent apartment in Sweden. Thank you for the chocolate. I will actually need to eat soon because I haven't eaten anything. Like 20 years ago, If you bought an apartment, let's say 15 years ago, you paid for it $50,000. Now that apartment is worth close to $400,000. So yeah, welcome to Sweden. It's beautiful, love it. Best trade ever. Yeah, Stockholm. Expensive, I told you. Told you. I don't know why people are hyping out Sweden so much. They come here and then they lose their shit because it's so fucking hard. They get like slave jobs because most of the Swedish people doesn't want to work as fucking cleaners. The majority of people working in cleaning jobs are like foreigners. So whatever. Society is beautiful. Share the love. Share the love. God, I hate being realistic. Being realistic is sad. You kind of see all the shit in the world and then you don't understand why you're still alive. No, I'm just joking. Oh baby, I don't know. And I love it when the prices for the apartment went down. Most Swedish people were like, oh no, the prices went down $100,000 or not even that. Boo-hoo, my apartment is worth less now. Fuck you. You cunt, you inherited this apartment and you're like, oh, boo-hoo-hoo, you're not having money. A bunch of a-holes. It was at an exhibition. It was a person from England that really likes it. So it wasn't even in Sweden. She was from England. It's the one with the flying monkey that I painted a long time ago. What was it? 5 years ago I painted that? Hey, Sean. I'm always very mad. Guys, Sean Bolster, he's one of my best friends in Sweden. We are both emerging artists. And me and Sean, we were talking about having a live stream where he just works like on a painting and then I just, whatever, critique the shit out of him. Because, you know, I'm cool and shit. Yeah. Well, you can check. I think right now dollar is quite low in comparison to crowns. Like that's the difficult part about living in Sweden. Dollars goes up and down, so you can lose a lot of money if you sell in dollars. really wish I can have the camera a little bit straightforward, because this is really annoying to look at the screen and then trying to figure this one out. Oops. Yeah, that's a lot. That's really a lot. I remember it was this documentary about Sweden, and this guy went to one of the singers in Sweden. I forgot her name, she's quite popular. And they went to her apartment and they were like, oh, look how she's living in this apartment, and you have Americans living in like villas. And in my mind I was like, you fucking idiot, that apartment can be around $600,000. You morons. It was hilarious watching that. They were like praising her, like, oh, she lives so simple. Idiots. I mean, I have a neighbor next to me. He bought the apartment for like, what was it? $730,000, something around that. So, yeah. Sweden, best country, right? Well, if you have money. It was ridiculous when I saw the price. Like this, here is also like a bid, so you can bid as much as you want. So the starting price was $720,000, and I think it went up to close to $800,000. And it's an apartment, it's not even a house. Abend Gallery? Can you send the link? I hope the chat will work with the link. Yeah, that's the one that I actually hear the most about, Arcadia Gallery. I know that Nick Alm is gonna have exhibition there soon. But sometimes this type of galleries, even though they're quite popular, I know that there's galleries in New York that are far much better than Arcadia. Like there's a gallery in New York that sells all the Nedrum originals. Hey Axe, I was wondering about you. see you, man. Well, see you. See that you're there. Ah, trolls. 10 plus years? Some people don't even manage to finish paying their loans. Like, I know people that still are paying their student loans. They don't think about that. Oh, you have free education. Yeah, sure, you can choose to have that, but it's not enough to actually live. So students are actually forced to take student loans to finish their schools. And those students' loans are pretty big. It's not like imagine the school I teached at, per year it cost, I think it's 100,000, no, it's $20,000 per year, and then you also need to pay at least, to be able to live, you need at least $1,000 per month to be able to actually, yeah, Sean Bolster, you can actually write all that shit, you know better than me. Hey Henrik!
Hello.
I'm streaming.
Hello, world.
Your friend Daniel is there as well.
Hello. That was great.
You think?
Yeah.
Thanks.
Gee, thanks.
Gee, thanks. How was the movie?
I expected better. It was,
Really? It wasn't exactly what you wanted.
Nope.
Hello, Henrik from Daniel.
Hello. Ah,
Okay, gotta leave. The stream is over by the time I'm back. Thank you to that. I love the streams. That they gave me some passion into making art again. I selfishly hope you never stop doing them. I won't stop. I think I will die if I stop doing art.
it's not about the stream,
Yeah.
not just art.
Well, no, well, art as well.
I'm gonna
Take
go
good
and say
care of
hello to
yourself.
Misha.
See you. Bye bye.
Hey, Misha. Oh.
Max Carver. Fuck off, Max. You came exactly when I'm actually gonna end it because we need to feed. Otherwise, I'm gonna die and faint here. I'm gonna continue on the face. Look, I made a mashup in Photoshop.
Yeah.
I mean, I have to fix the lips, the nose. Once this dries out, I'm gonna make her skin even more paler.
Uh-huh.
Let's move the screen so people can see it better. Oh, there's a kitty in the background. Let's just take
Misha.
off the screen. You guys want to see Misha? Misha, Misha the cat. Misha, Misha the cat. Let's see.
Wait, what?
Let's add some ISO. There she is. Hey, little shit. Misha. Hey, Misha. Oh. 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 Meow. Meow. Look at this little shit. Look at it. Meow. What a cutie. Alright, let's look at the painting. So, let's see. So, basically, this is how it looks like straight on. I hope I'm putting this, let's see, as straight as I can. So, I'm gonna keep on working. Fix the eyes more, fix the lips. Right now the lips and it looks very weird. Once I get the neck in, the head is gonna be a bit bigger. So I have this kind of weird abstraction going on. Gonna have a background, titties, kind of showing, not really. But I will keep on going with this. Yeah, I'm gonna leave now. Cute cat, yes, I know. Yeah, the music is good. I mean, Guys, I will see if I'm gonna live stream tomorrow. I can't promise. I'm gonna go and cut my hair and just
Oh, yeah,
keep on
that's
painting.
tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm gonna cut it. I'm not gonna have hair up all the way up to my buckle.
Yeah.
It's gonna be done.
Down with your buckle.
Yeah, down. Down, down, down. So you can see a little bit of a close-up. The nose, so I need to fix the lips. It's gonna be fun. Take good care of you guys. Have fun. The combination of cat video and music just gave me some feels. No, I'm glad.
Give them some more cat.
More cat? There she is. More kitty. Let's put more eyes so it's ridiculous how much I need to put. Ah, whatever. Ciao, ciao!